we discussed it and said, well, maybe this is like a hockey player. If we let them do what they love and push them, then maybe this could work to be something great.
I always supported his gaming career because I thought if he really believed in going far and he really aimed for it, he was the one brother that could actually do it.
Watching him playing in Tier 3 make me so proud. They are so good.
And nothing could hold us back, you know, and we didn't see any struggles except in the grand finals, but that's another talk.
The last game I felt like, oh shit, they're out. But I kept watching, and when they won, I just go out here and scream. The whole neighborhood was like, what's happening?
That was like the best feeling. That's the coolest thing with ending tournaments, is when all the pressure just goes away.
They did so good in TI3, probably they would do the same thing in TI4. Well, it was a disaster.
We were like trying too much to fix things in the team, like change things. Myself as a captain, I didn't feel like I was ready at that point in TI4, and I take a lot of responsibility for that.
We talked a lot after TI4, and he talked about this new team.
I don't want to stay still in my life. I want to try something new all the time, and if I stay with that team another year, I will regret it.
The new team, I think they are so strong. They play so well together, and their combinations are so flawless.
Winning TI is everything right now, because that's my next goal in my Dota career, is to get 2 TI wins under my belt, which no one has.
My hopes is that they start off good, like keep on rolling all the way.
I don't have any hopes for him, as long as he does what makes him happy. I have never been able to express it, but I've always been proud of him, and how couldn't he be? Like, he's done so well.
He's done things that I never could dream of. He is in the absolute top of this game, and I'm so proud.
Team Secret, the favourites coming into the International 2015, but dumped down into the lower bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your teams for this lower bracket match. Team Secret versus Virtus Pro. I suppose we could argue they're the last 2 teams from Europe, although I think the CIS and Russian regions will probably give us a hard time for that as well.
That hair, I wish I had hair like that. Unbelievable.
Do you not wish you had hair at all?
Well, yeah, that'd be a start, Paul, but, you know, you got to think big. Think big.
So, as they enter their pods, we'll get ready on the panel as well to discuss both teams, their recent run through the International, what they've done at the main event, and how they fared in the groups as well. But first, Mr. Period and Flags,
yeah,
fellow. Well, you feel that the analyst team haven't been tested enough?
I think that they all sit there and they think they know it all. So I've got some questions, thanks to Knoxville, who's prepared these. Let's just see how smart you guys are. Paul, perhaps you could keep score.
All right, okay. I'm running this down.
Okay, so I'll ask a question. You each get a turn to answer, right? So question 1. At the start of today, which team has killed the most couriers, group stage and main event combined? Melini, your guess.
You should definitely know this, Ben.
Come on.
This is important.
I will go with MVP Phoenix.
Okay, your guess, Winter?
I remember someone killing the couriers. But like Vichy.
Okay, your guess?
Secret.
The correct answer is Cloud9 with 12. So that's 0 points.
We were close.
Techie says only.
Question hold the game up at all, because this might take a while.
One match. Who played it and who did they lose to?
What was the question?
Techie says only lost one match. Who played it and who did they lose to?
Complexity versus Secret.
Complexity Secret.
I'm going to go with the...
Yeah, well, they all get a point for that.
All right, okay. Fine.
Which team has been in the longest and shortest game of the tournament?
Cloud9.
Cloud9?
Cloud9.
Okay. Winter?
It has to be Cloud9 or IG, but I think it's Cloud9.
I cast the longest game, and that was Cloud9
I think
at that
IG.
point, unless there's been a longer that I missed.
Fnatic.
Fnatic?
Longest was over 97, the shortest was 21 minutes 20.
Oh, they actually...
One more question?
Oh, Fnatic was against them.
One
more.
more.
It was
Get a
Team
tiebreaker
Fnatic.
because you've all useless so far. Got
Right.
1 point.
Which player has the most assists in a single game of the main event?
First one to get it right.
Start with
FY.
Vaga.
It's actually hard to guess.
Well, you got like 2 seconds.
I think it's FY.
It's Universe's Tusk against Complexity. 32 assists.
All right, so out of 3 questions, everyone got
1 point.
out
We'll
of
have to have some decider around at some
Yeah,
later.
we'll come back to that at some point.
You guys suck.
Guys that don't suck are currently sitting in the pods, ready to play against each other, or almost ready to play. These two teams, this should be a fun match, shouldn't it? From our point of view, from the neutrals' point of view, but for them, obviously much a stress. Virtus Pro versus Secret.
Probably really stressful for Seb, too. He's going to be in tears after one of these European teams go home.
Yeah, he was awful yesterday after, or day before last, wasn't it, when the Chinese team and the Korean teams were dominating. He went home very miserable.
It's a bad day for him.
It was a bad day. So we'll start with Virtus Pro. So how do you assess what they've done so far? Because they were actually quite a little bit unlucky not to get out of the groups into the upper part of the bracket. Lost that playing game against Empire, and now they've kind of got a bit of momentum through the lower bracket.
I think they're a good mix in between like the Western playstyle and the 5-man playstyle that we typically see from the Chinese teams. Like they utilize Naga Siren, I think, very, very well, which is a trademark of Secret and EG. At the same time, they group up as 5 and can take down towers and can breach high ground very early, similar to how Secret does. And I don't know, they're a good mix.
Yeah, for me, I feel they have one issue. Like during the match versus Complexity, they've shown sign of weakness. Even though when they're so far ahead, they make mistakes, and like, even in the tiebreakers as well. So if you make a mistake against Secret, you know what's going to happen.
They're definitely going to push it. Very quickly, Team Secret bounced back yesterday. It was good to see them come back. They hadn't won a game at that point at the main event, obviously having lost in the upper bracket series. Now they've won. Is that the momentum kicker they needed?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to go all the way. I believe, we have it right here.
Okay, it's out.
That's it.
No bias on the panel.
So Denmark's stepping
Hardly
up.
biased, no.
I think if there's one guy, RTZ apparently can change the meta by picking one hero. He picks Luna, and all of a sudden we've seen more things. We've seen.
It was How.
Yeah, How started.
I thought RTZ picked it.
Hold on, hold it there, because we're going to get into the draft very shortly.
Was it How? Well, if there's one guy who can change the messaging,
Virtus Pro versus Team Secret.
Okay, now you can carry on.
I think you're doing great, Perian.
Shut up.
Was that the tiebreaker question?
Yeah, that was the tiebreaker. Congratulations, Billy.
It helps if the quizmaster has the correct answers.
Yeah.
Someone forgot to give you.
Yeah, thanks, Knoxville.
Anyway, we are into the draft. For Virtus Pro versus Team Secret. Game 1, of course, it is a best of 3. But a reminder for you, it is lower bracket. So win this one, you're in the top 6, guaranteed. Outside of it, you finish 7th to 8th.
Lina has to be addressed, I think. Either first pick or first ban, I would say.
I think Naga as well. Like both the teams play a very good Naga. So I feel like the team on the second pick, kind of has to ban it.
I think you ban it against Secret, though, unless you, as you say, you could maybe go to it, but then you're also giving away strong heroes such as Lina. I think if you play against Secret, just ban Naga, honestly. They utilize it too well.
But it depends on the trade-off like you're getting, how much you're getting for the Naga though. If it's a 1-for-1, it's still alright. But if you're giving away 2 heroes, then you have to reconsider.
Well, obviously, but I think if you give away a combination for Lina into something can be extremely dangerous. So that's why I say picking up the Naga first might be not worth it. See Naga not being banned, Lina as well, and Queen of Pain in the mix still. Along with Undying and Tusk, some of
I think Naga's better than Lina. I would rather have Naga than Lina personally.
I believe it's going to be a first pick, yeah.
So say VP starts with a Naga. Secret will reply with Lina +1.
10 seconds remaining.
Which Lina Bounty Hunter was what they went for yesterday.
5 seconds remaining.
They could go for a lot of different things. I think they're going to wait with the support picks a little bit. At least Puppy's hero.
Maybe the Wyvern or the Dazzle.
Yeah, exactly. They could go for Wyvern.
Or Darkseer, actually.
Darkseer is possible.
Lina.
Darkseer.
Oh, what a surprise.
What do you think that they answer with here? Because obviously having Nagasari, you have the choice to go for combinations. We haven't seen a lot of people use the Disruptor much at all.
Yeah, it's like mostly because he's weak in the lane though. Like he somewhat falls into the category of Lion, very weak at the start.
I don't think he's Lion weak in laning phase.
Yeah, he's not as weak as Lion, but at the same time he doesn't do very well if it's a pressure lane against two durable strength heroes.
I don't know. He can contribute quite a bit. He has 160 damage on his level 1 nuke, which is more than almost any hero. So early game, I think it's really strong. It's more that he doesn't bring as much damage into the ganks. That's what I think is the...
Yeah, he doesn't do damage. That's the main thing before he has his ultimate. And we see VP going against with their classic Naga silencer. They control the whole team fight of the game with these two heroes.
Yeah, you can silence or song. You can always disjoint. Extremely valuable against Darkseer as well. So this is a good setup for Virtus Pro. Secret have to be aware of that.
Yeah, but we
have something stable.
When we saw the silencer yesterday, I think it was the game where Complexity picked Chen. Chen could be a hero that actually gives silencer problems in the early laning phase. Like you can't really escape from a Chen gang if you're a silencer.
But at the same time, have we seen Chen win a single game at main event? We've seen it played by amazing players. I mean, they ran it with Complexity, Team Secret, they played it with Puppy playing it, but they all lost.
I think we saw one at the group stage, maybe.
Yeah, at group stage, but...
It was only